Mike's Daily Podcast.
Shh, not so loud. Oh, how it'd be so nice to still be in my warm bed. My dog recovering from his tummy aches over the weekend, sleeping by my side in his little bed. Oh, that would be so nice. But no, I'm here at Café Anyway.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
With you, the great podcast listener.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
That you are today. I've got a segment called Note to Self. I think I could use some help. I haven't even been able to drink coffee today, so I'm going to get that caffeine headache pretty much right about now, I would say. Yeah, oh, I can start to feel it now.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
It's all my fault, my friend. I went and saw
Mike's
some folks I haven't
Daily
seen in quite a while.
Podcast.
And
Yeah!
they're like family to me. And one of them I hadn't seen since July of last year. So it was very important to... What I ended up doing, though, usually I take a nap after, because I get up at 4 in the morning and I get home from work sometime around 2:30, and I need to take a nap. And I didn't, and I just powered through it yesterday, and I went to Mountain View and walked around and went, geez, the people here like beer. There's beer garden this, the beer makers here, beer brewery people there. The Tide House is there, the beer house, the whatever house. And it's not house, H-O-U-S-E, it's house, H-A-U-S, because it's German. Because Germans make beer, as we know. But neither here nor there, or anywhere, or up there, I just want to say I had a good time. I don't know what it was. Oh, I know what it was. I know exactly what it was. I ate a huge steak yesterday evening when I finally made it over to, look, I just walked in, to my friend's house. He was barbecuing steaks for our little get-together, and I had a big steak, and I never, ever eat beef anymore. Ever. So my system just went, what? No. No. All you ever eat is like chicken and fish, and your diet is not ready for that wallop of protein, Mike Matthews. Oh, look at here. Hi, Mike. It's Benita the Rodeo Queen. How y'all doing? Shh.
It's a Disgruntled Fiddle Player. Tell you what.
What?
You gotta eat beef. It's what's for dinner.
Oh, you're the guy that does the voice for that thing.
No, that's actually the guy that's married to Barbra Streisand, which is kind of odd.
Yeah. The guy I can never remember. Anyway. Café Anyway. Look who else just walked in.
Oh, Mike, I make the root beer and the Brewmaster. Oh, boy.
Are you German?
Maybe.
Everybody clap. Yeah, so, but you make the root beer instead of the beer.
Have some, Mike. It'll make you feel better.
No, a nice warm bed that I got out of to come here today would, yes, make me feel better. But what I learned yesterday, aside from Mountain View, downtown Mountain View's got a lot of beer. Oh, and in downtown Mountain View, everywhere you go, it's that the tea, the boba tea. But now there's like tea. I don't know. They had other names for. They had one called the teaspoon. And oh, everywhere I went, there was those places. That's so big. It's just overtaken. Oh, and I went to Red Rocket Coffee, which now I'm starting to feel like I really need a coffee. Red Rocket Coffee is an interesting old place. I think it's pretty old. It's kind of artsy. The coffee looked too expensive there. And I had already had a bunch of coffee at Café Anyway. I said, no, get it away from me. Get your darn grubby, caffeinated hands away from me. I don't think coffee is that good for you. It's okay to have a little bit to do things like wake me up, which I need to be woken up. I mean, you could pop a big balloon behind my head. That might wake me up, but it would also anger me tremendously. So don't. Finally, if you'd like to help out the show, Mike'sDailyPodcast.com is the wonderful place where you can see the past podcast pictures. And you can call us as well, 336-MM-DAILY. And there's ways to help out the show. The Amazon link, if you click on that and buy anything, that helps us out. There's also the PayPal. That helps us out. And then that helps us out. So check it out, Mike'sDailyPodcast.com. Tell me about your big steak eating experience. And now I understand, like, back in the 70s and 80s, all the old guys that got, really famous and they had steak dinners every night. I understand why they died young. Because that's not good. If this is what the effect is.
And here's today's podcast picture.
All right. Enough about that. About cows. The podcast picture today is of a cow. No, it's not. It is a picture from Germany. Speaking of Germany, I was in Germany in 2009, and there was this town called Rothenburg, and this is a picture from there. And it's very old, and a lot of tourists walking around, and they've got a Christmas museum there. They've got a torture museum there. Maybe they're one and the same. So they also have this really old wall that goes around this little village. It's old. And I've actually mentioned this on the podcast before. I walked it, and I noticed huge chunks of the wall have these little banners, they're plaques that tell you who is maintaining the wall. Like, they pay for it. So you could wherever you are, like there were people that were from Alabama that were paying for it. And it says Judy and Joe Smith of Madison, Alabama paid for this. By the way, Madison, Alabama got props on Wait, Don't Tell Me, one of my podcasts that I love to listen to from NPR. They had a lady called in from Madison, Alabama, and it was so funny because she, mentioned Huntsville, and that she and the host of the show said to the lady, "You sound like you're in radio," which that's so funny to me because Huntsville, Alabama, everybody in Huntsville has either been in radio or is in radio at the moment. It's weird how that town seems to be the resting place of a lot of radio people, and perhaps someday I will end up there. At any rate, Café Anyway, that was the name. That was Madison County. But no, wait, the picture is Rothenburg, is what I'm saying. Anyway, and that is in Germany. Walk around Rothenburg someday. It was a bit of a drive to get there, I remember. But I had a great day with my late great Uncle Yop. So much fun. Okay, see that picture, Mike'sDailyPodcast.com. And now the segment called
Note to Self. Mike is awesome.
I can't believe, what the hell is this place anyway?
The other night I was trying to get to sleep, and my roommate was playing I Could Hear Through the Wall Big Bang Theory, because I could hear the intro song by Bare Naked Ladies. I would sing that for you right now, but I don't know the words. I don't watch the show. Once in a while I'll watch it, and it's funny, yes, but... And yes, it seems like all the women on that show are really hot. You've got the Kaylee Cuoco, you've got the blonde who's got the really high screechy voice. You've got Yeah, they're all on the show. Every hot woman on the planet. Are you hot and you're a woman? You're on the show, Big Bang Theory. Oh, wait. Now they're canceling it, right? Is it done? Oh, no, it's still on the air. The show's stars are close to re-upping their contracts for 2 more seasons and 48 episodes. But CBS is going to do a spin-off, the prequel called Young Sheldon. And Jim Parsons, who plays the old Sheldon, is going to narrate the sitcom. It will be a half-hour single-camera comedy. Single camera. I don't know what that means. They say that what was the show? The How I Met Your Mother was single camera, but it looked like there was multiple cameras in it. I don't know what it means. I'm not in the biz. I'm not in that part of the biz. Parsons will reprise his role as adult Sheldon via voiceover, created by Chuck Lorre and Stephen Malaro. The series follows the Big Bang Theory's Sheldon Cooper at age 9, living with his family in East Texas and going to high school. I bet he says really pretentious things. Jon Favreau. Yes, Jon Favreau, who directed Iron Man. Look how far he's fallen. He will direct and executive produce the first episode of the show, which stars Ian Armitage as young Sheldon. Zoe Perry, Lance Barber, Reagan Rivard, and Montana Jordan will co-star. I have no idea who any of those people are. That's okay. Maybe I'll watch the show and I will learn. The other interesting thing today is that Facebook said, heavily nudged by the ACLU, that it has updated its policies to explicitly ban developers from using its data for surveillance tools. No more. None. Nada.
No more!
Today we are adding language to our Facebook and Instagram platform policies to more clearly explain that developers cannot use data obtained from us to provide tools that are used for surveillance, said Rob Sherman from his nice warm bed. Facebook's deputy chief privacy officer. Actually, no, he wrote this on the post on the company's privacy page. An ACLU report released in October found that Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram provided feeds of user data to a social media monitoring program used by police to track racially charged protests in Oakland, as well as Baltimore. The group called on the companies to make changes that ensure this type of situation does not happen again. I'm so groggy. That's my problem, is I'm groggy. While Facebook's core business is advertising, it also provides developers with access to public feeds that are used to monitor trends and other public happenings. They make money on that. They make money off of you and me. That's why people hate Facebook. One of those developers created monitoring products marketed to law enforcement to track activists. Facebook said Monday's update was the result of months of work with advocacy organizations. The groups thanked Facebook for its effort, noting that the work continues. As we go outside a Café Anyway, where we bring you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcaster Valley. Yeah, no Trump today. No healthcare today. I'm just done. Done with it. Where's my pillow? Enjoy the rest of your show, day, whatever you call your life. Is it a show? It's the show that never ends. Oh, yes, it ends. It ends for us all, but hopefully you make it the best show that you or anyone has ever seen, or one that you look back on fondly. That's all I'm saying, I think. I'm not sure. Well, that was fun. Oh yeah, and the next episode is 1300. 1300.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com. Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!